magic. I am the power of. All I need is one star in the sky. Wish for you every now and
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Moon Dancer. How you guys doing? I know it's been quite some time since I've made a video, but I've been busy moving and trying to get, everything set up in my new place, and yeah, it's just been kind of hectic. It's been kind of crazy. I've been like extremely busy, but I am back and I don't have my magical area set up yet or prepared, so you'll just have to deal with the living room being in the background. But I am accompanied by my two little friends here. They were my husband and I's Valentine's Day presents to each other. This is Shadow Wolf and this is Lil Wolf. So they're gonna, attend this video as just a little something, since all you have to look at is the boring living room. But anyways, to jump right into it, this video is on major power sources, and the major ones that we use are our deities that we work with, the sun, the moon, all 5 elements: earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. And when we use those major power sources, it makes our magic more stronger. It makes it more powerful, because individually each one of those that is a great source of power, and that's why those are our main ones. There's plenty of power sources out there that we use. Those are just, like I said, like the main ones that I think pretty much we all use. I mean, I could be wrong. Who knows? But those are them, The elements, of course, I mean, it's kind of an obvious one. And deities, well, I mean, not everybody works with them. Some people do, some people don't, But they can really add strength to your magic, your rituals, your spells, whatever it is that you're doing. So that's what this video is going to be about. I will discuss each one individually, give you a little info on each one. So out of the deities, first we have the god aspect, and the god is the goddess's consort, and it's also a triple deity. He is, the young lord, the father or horned one, and ancient one. Those are his 3 aspects as the triple deity. And as young lord, he represents the newborn son of winter and adolescence. As the father or the horned one, he represents the stag in the woods, or the seed of the greening of the earth. And as the ancient one, he represents knowledge and experience, because, I mean, well, he's the ancient one, right? And he is used in many different rituals and spells. It kind of depends on your preference. So that's kind of where that ties in. And he is also connected with the sun. The sun is masculine, obviously. The sun connection with the aspect God, it comes in different phases, kind of like the moon does. The sunrise represents the young lord. It's good for any spell work to do with beginnings or cleansings, new jobs, new anything. It's the newborn sun. So that's kind of where the sunrise and the God aspect ties into each other. And then you also have morning, which is also the young Lord, and it represents adolescence and changes, kind of moving forward and moving along into projects that like you started and still need to finish, that kind of thing. Then you also have the afternoon, which is the father aspect, and it's good for like clarity and travel, that kind of thing. And then you have sunset, which is the ancient one aspect, and it's good for spells, removing stress or removing bad habits, disclosure, things like that. And all that is the sun connection with the God aspect. And those are just to give you some ideas on what kind of spell work and stuff that you do with the God aspect, the masculine aspect. Next we have the goddess, which is also a triple deity, and maiden, mother, crone is what that is. The maiden, she's playful, she's youthful, and the mother, represents desire, sensual, and nurturement, because that's kind of the mother in her. And then we also have the crone, which she represents the scales of karma and disclosure, that kind of thing. And the goddess has moon connection, which is the feminine energy, and there's different phases of the moon, as you know, and those phases is the waxing moon, which is really good for fresh starts, new beginnings, that kind of thing. And the waxing moon goes into the aspect of light maiden. And then you have the full moon, which is the mother aspect, and it's good for boosting effort and complicated workings, things yet to come, new projects, that kind of thing. And then the waning moon aspect is tied into the dark maiden, which is good for breaking bad habits, ending bad relationships, that kind of thing. And then the dark moon is tied into the crone aspect, which is good for regenerating, psychic abilities, divination, and also shadow work. Shadow work is really good to do during the dark moon. So those are some of the moon connection with the goddess. Next we have the elements: earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. And the elements are in our everyday lives, whether you're indoors, outdoors, whatever. And our bodies are also made up of all the elements. And so that's a huge thing. And the elements are used a lot in spell work and rituals, and any magical working that you do, even something as simple as going outside and meditating. Each element has two phases, I guess you could call them. You got active, and then you got passive. Active is a positive energy, and passive is a negative energy. So there's basically, two sides. Like, we have a shadow self. That's kind of one way to think of that, is you got active, you got passive, got us, and our shadow selves. So that's one way of looking at that. The first element that I want to talk about is earth, and its color is green and its direction is north, and it rolls over the feet, legs, and your bowels. And its active phase is respect, confidence, and respect, confidence, and reliable, being reliable. Its passive phase, is distrust, unreliable, and ruthlessness. And if earth is unbalanced in your body, some ways that you can, or some exercises that you can do for that, is like gardening, planting, walking around barefooted outside, and meditating, like sitting directly on the ground and meditating. Those are some ways that you can get connected with the earth. And then the next element is air, and its color is yellow, and its direction is east. And it rules over, or the body part that it rules over is the chest and the lungs. Its active side is playfulness, cheerfulness, joy. Its passive phase is contempt, weakness, and also ruthlessness, or however you want to say that. And some ways that you can connect to air if it's unbalanced in your body is burning incense, using like spray scents, like your favorite scents for your room, for your home, and also mindful breathing, like just stepping outside and just taking in the air, taking in a deep breath and, letting it out. And also meditating, that works really well for air too. Next is fire, and the color for it is red, and the direction is south. And the body parts that it rolls over is your head, neck, shoulders, and your arms. And hold on a second. I gotta skip this ad, excuse me. Okay. Anyways, the active phase for fire is courage, and action. Getting to the point, I guess, getting off your butt and doing something about it. The passive is destruction, hatred, jealousy, those kinds of things. And if fire is unbalanced in your body, then you can bake something, sit by a campfire. I guess burning some incense would also kind of tie along with that. Fire scrying, if you're into that kind of thing. So, basking in the sunlight, sunbathing. Those are some things to help if fire is unbalanced in your body. Water is the next element, and its color is blue, and its direction is west. And the body part it rolls over is the abdomen and human emotion. And the active side of it is compassion, love, respect. And the passive is guilt, sadness, deceit, distrustfulness, things like that. That would affect the human emotion. And some of the things that you can do if water is unbalanced in yourself is take a meditative bath or shower, go swimming, go wading in a creek or a river or pond, something like that. Anything to connect you to water. And the last element is spirit, sometimes also called akasha, and its color is white or purple, and its direction is all the directions, and above, below, and center, and it's also considered no direction because it's everywhere, it's everything, it's, you know, the universe. And the spirit element can be a little more trickier to work with because you can't see it, you can't smell it, you can't feel it. Well, I guess I know, so in a roundabout way you can feel it because the body part that it rules over is your aura and like your brain, like your mind. It has a lot to do with that. The thing about spirit is if it did not exist, none of the other elements would exist, and neither would the mundane or the spiritual planes exist, because all the elements, that's spirit is their power source. Like theirs in general. Like not only do we use spirit as a power source, but the 4 elements, earth, air, fire, water, also use spirit as a power source. And since spirit can be difficult to work with, it's important to strengthen our minds to do that, or prepare our minds for that. And I have this book here, The Craft, A Witch's Book of Shadows by Dorothy Morrison. And I'm sure you've probably read it before. And there is 3 exercises in here to help strengthen your brain to work with spirit. And I'm just going to read those off to you. Akasha Exercise 1. For the next 5 minutes, let your mind drift while paying close attention to your thought patterns. Try to retain your exact thoughts in their exact order as they travel through your head. Repeat this exercise daily for at least 2 weeks. Akasha Exercise 2. For the next 3 minutes, concentrate on holding only one thought. Repeat this exercise daily, increasing the time until you can hold one thought for 10 minutes. And then Akasha Exercise 3. Clear your head, then keep your mind completely blank for the next 3 minutes. Repeat this exercise daily, increasing the time until you can get your mind blank for 10 minutes. Now, as weird as those sound, their exercise is to actually strengthen your mind, so your mind is strong enough to work with a complex element. Like literally, it's like all the elements, like, you know, in one. So it's a pretty big deal. And it's also actually the first element, like the Fifth Element movie. No, I'm just being silly. But it is actually the first element, because the other 4 elements was born from it, which is also why they can't exist without it. So, boom, there you go. So that's just an idea on the major power sources that we use. Like I said at the beginning of the video, there are many that we use. Those are just the main ones. Deities, the sun, the moon, earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. Whoop. And I'm going to get so mad at this music if it does not stop going to ads. Give me just a second. Don't use YouTube as your background music, I swear. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to check out a more in-depth blog post, actually wiki post, it's actually really long, and it's got more stuff in it, more little goodies, like a couple different charges or chants, whatever you want to call them. One for the god, one for the goddess to call upon them, and then there's other little extra there's other extra exercises for each one of the elements. So it does have more information, more in-depth stuff, more extra goodies that I couldn't, you know, add into the video. If you want to check those out, down below I will have all the communities that I'm in, and that wiki post will be in those communities. So check it out below and check us out in our communities, my communities, blah blah. They are they are amino, so you have to have the amino app or whatever, but they are awesome communities. Come check us out in all of them. Great people, and it's a lot of fun, good information, so you'll have to come check us out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys liked my guest appearance, my babies. And I will see you guys later. Blessed be, have a great day, and don't forget to dance under the moon.
Into superstitions, black cats and voodoo dolls. I've got a premonition that girl's gonna make me fall.